All right. Now that we've got our initial packaging put together, it's time to vet that against our prospects and start to build out the details of our messaging, discovery, and sales as part of our go-to-market plan. Once you've determined which existing clients to upsell or new clients to sell to, you'll first talk with them around their business requirements, including growth, revenue, industry regulation, and resilience. In these conversations, it's vital to align your outcomes of the vCISO service with those needs. This approach drives value in client engagements and maintains a strategic focus that resonates with the stakeholders. As part of discovery, start by getting more information to assess whether the client is a good fit. First, understand their business drivers, the client's business goals, market, and what they're trying to achieve. Scaling, preparing for an exit, all of these things. Knowing these helps in aligning cybersecurity strategies with the client's overall objectives. Do they need security advice? Are they seeking a strategic leader to ask key questions and run programs? Do they need assistance obtaining insurance? Filling out vendor questionnaires? What will truly benefit their company? Bottom line, what are their goals for talking with you today? You could even ask that outright, depending on how the conversation's going. But at the end of the conversation, we want to get two things. One, agreement on the business problems, and two, consensus that a change is needed. Now, it's great to say you have a problem, but if you don't really feel the need to solve it, you're not going to have consensus on moving forward. So you want to keep that in mind. With that, there's some things to remember. Constantly be qualifying the deal. Remember, to remain profitable, you need to have the right types of clients. The next best thing to yes is getting to know fast. It's important to determine if the client's ready to prioritize security. If the client lacks a clear business justification for the investment or isn't ready to make security a priority, then it might as well be better to stop the engagement and save your and their time. There should be a clear alignment of values between the client's needs and your services. This ensures that both parties are working towards a common goal and that the cybersecurity team can effectively contribute to the client's success. If a client doesn't share that strategic approach or values of a strategic approach to cyber, it's probably advisable not to pursue the engagement. And that leads us to what we've been talking about: avoid bad business. It's important to walk away from business that doesn't fit. Engaging with clients who don't value or prioritize security can lead to ineffective partnerships and potential frustration. And it's going to cost you money at the end of the day. It's better to focus on clients who are aligned with the strategic goals and your mission. Now, once you've qualified the opportunity and identified the things that are important to the client, it's time to build their package. You might be saying, wait a minute, we already built packages, Jesse. Well, yeah, you should have your packages put together, but we want to make sure and take what we know and recommend the right package for the client's needs. Sales is a leadership exercise, and putting a menu in front of your prospect's face and saying, you choose, that's the opposite of leadership. Instead, we should know exactly what they need after discovery and recommend the package that fits those needs. This is setting the tone for the entire relationship and gives the client that customized feel right from the start. Remember, doing this also guards against overpromising and underdelivering, or being oversubscribed in unprofitable piecemeal packages. After discovery comes the pitch. Whether it's in this meeting or further meetings, demonstrating how you solve the agreed upon problems as well as your differentiators is crucial to winning the business and the trust of potential clients. In a competitive market, clients are looking for partners who can not only provide technical solutions, but also understand their unique business challenges and can offer a tailored security strategy for them. This is where your messaging comes in. Using your value pillars and key differentiators, you want to tell the story of why these services are needed. Now, we're going to give you some examples, and this is just the start. You need to take and customize these for yourself, but some ideas and some thoughts to structure around could be: vCISO provides top-tier security without the full-time costs. It's security expertise without the high cost of a C-suite or a full-time executive. You get flexible CISO selection. Now, if you've done your job with targeting right, you're probably talking about specific industries and how you solve the problems for those industries. So they gain, the client, a greater flexibility in selecting a CISO based on specific business needs, industry experience, and the required scale of operations. That's music to a decision maker's ears. Then there's compliance requirements. They can quickly meet regulatory compliance with the vCISO package. Enough said about that. If that's needed, that's on their radar. Then we have cyber insurance requirements, ensuring better coverage and lower premiums. Finally, they get immediate impact and progress. They're probably talking to you today because they're not moving security forward like they want to, or they're not seeing the results with prior providers. So with you, They will see immediate improvements in security posture and demonstrable progress in protecting their business. Remember, you're the experts, and you want to show that. Leverage industry expertise and testimonials, which we talked about. Social proof is good, but if it doesn't match up with who you're talking to, it doesn't make sense. For example, if you're talking about how you do great security or great strategy for the manufacturing industry and you're talking to a professional services firm, like a lawyer, they're going to kind of say, so what? So you need to make sure that that lines up with who you're talking to. But when you do that, you want to showcase your expertise in their industry and with companies of similar size. Use testimonials or case studies to build credibility. You want to build that into your deck. And then service and deliverables. You want to clearly outline the vCISO services you provide and specify the exact deliverables they can expect. That goes back to lining things up with the business requirements. Showing some example reports and dashboards is always good. You can present some examples of those and say, hey, here's what you get, right? Again, we want to align that with their business requirements and say, not just here's what you get, isn't that cool, right? That's us putting on our propeller hats and getting outside of sales, but we want to say, here's what you get and here's how it gives you that result that you want. Lastly, it's the buzzword right now, but AI-based capabilities. And hey, Cynomi's got them. So you want to highlight that you're using AI-driven capabilities that strengthen their security posture.